Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the newest Golf in the Golf lineup, the e-Golf. And of course, E stands for electricity. And let's face it, the issue with electric cars is that they kind of connect with the left side of your brain. These are practical, fuel-efficient economy cars. And to make this review a little bit more interesting, I've got somebody very special here.
Hola!
And if anybody can infuse in personality into this review, it's our own Emmy Hall.
Oh, I'll
Emmy,
do my best.
have you ever driven an electric car for the masses?
I have not. This will be my first time.
So you're a newbie.
Totally newbie.
So let's get the reaction of somebody who's never driven economical, an affordable,
Yes.
an attainable electric car. And that is coming up next.
On the fast lane car.
You know, I mean, there are only 3 ways to help fund TFL car. Number 1 is
Yes.
you can create a subscription model. Basically, people have to pay to watch our videos.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, or like other channels do, you can actually sell commercials right on the channel. So people click on the video and guess what? It's a commercial for a car.
Oh, yeah, but then that's kind of selling out. We don't want to do that either.
Or we could ask you guys to help support TFL so that we can grow. All it takes is $2 a month, which isn't a lot.
No, it's not a lot. Of course, if you would like to subscribe and pledge more, of course you can do that, but $2 is our minimum.
That is actually not a minimum.
Oh, it's
you can
not?
do $1.
Oh, you can do it all. Oh, for all you cheapskates out there, you can do $1.
For all of you great supporters, you can do as much or as little as you want. The point is, we want to stay independent. We want to be authentic.
Yes.
And we don't want to be beholden to anybody so that we can give you the true scoop on cars like this,
Right.
the 2015.
E-Golf. Now, we want to make this clear to you all, though, that this is not a requirement. We're still going to be bringing you awesome content, whether or not you pledge to support us or not. It's just that, man, would it be nice if you did?
Yeah, a video every day is a lot of work.
A lot of work. You should see this guy. His eyes are bugged out from doing all this editing. It's crazy.
So please support us. Click on the link below and show us some love.
Thank you so much, y'all. We love our fans. Show us that you love us too.
Thanks.
So under the hood, Volkswagen has given us a bunch of wires, it looks like. We've got an electric motor, which is good for 115 horsepower. But what's great is 199 pound-feet of torque. So I can't wait to get this out there and really get it to smash my head up against the headrest. Now you've got 1 speed. There you go. There's no transmission really in this car, but you've got a range of right around 100 miles.
Start her up.
I think I did. I think it's starting. I think it started.
You can't tell, can you?
No, you can't.
No.
Because there's no engine noise, and they haven't even pumped any engine noise into the cabin like they do on some other electric cars, right?
Yeah, I bet if you were to floor it, you'd do a mighty
I would do it.
cool burnout.
I would, but I'm not in front of all the Volkswagen brass. That might be a bad idea.
You know, when we first thought about doing this review, we thought we'd call it a Lamborghini Aventador review just to get you guys to watch it. But then I thought better of it.
I know. That might make Volkswagen a little angry, although Lamborghini is part of the Volkswagen group.
All right, now unlike Emmy, I have actually driven the competing vehicles, and that would include, I'd say, the Electric Smart, the Fiat 500e, and of course the Leaf. These are different size vehicles, but they have one thing in common: they're all electric. And of course the Prius electric plug-in. It's a little bit of a mishmash right now in the electric world because, well, there's different solutions to the same fuel efficiency problem. So I have not driven this car yet, but I'll be curious to see what Emmy thinks of it. See if she likes all that torque that these cars promise. Putting my head back.
Okay, let's put our head back.
I'm holding on.
Okay.
All right, go for
ready?
it. Yeah, I'm ready.
1,
Yeah.
2,
yeah.
3.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's peppy, let's say.
It's peppy. It certainly is enough to get you on the highway and get you around any like big trucks or you know, out of a sticky situation for sure. But that was not slam my head back into the seat like I was hoping
No,
for.
like a Tesla will do that. It's not Tesla.
No.
Ish. It's more economy sedan-ish.
So there are a few things that distinguish this electric Golf from the regular Golf. Number one, you've got some LED accents here in this nice little C shape. You've got different front and rear bumpers. And I've noticed here around the Volkswagen logo, it is outlined in blue. So there are a few differences, but by and large, this looks a lot like your regular everyday Golf.
But it's fine, you know, there's a good sense of build quality in here. You feel like they put a lot of time and effort into this, and at the same time you feel like this car will be around 10 years from now, which is great.
I've got a couple of different modes for regenerative braking and a couple of different eco modes in driving, which will affect what my range is. Now the highest range that Volkswagen claims is around 100 miles, I can't say per gallon, can I? 100 mile range,
per charge.
I guess, per charge.
Per full charge,
right,
yeah.
Right.
So quiet!
I know, I put it in Eco Plus mode.
Yeah.
I put it in Eco Plus mode and now it's real slow. You can drive in normal, Eco, and Eco Plus. So this is Eco Plus and it's like, I will not want to take off for you now.
No giving it the beans, huh?
No, we'll not take any beans. And I also have some options for charging this as well.
3 different options.
Right, so I can charge it like off of a home at about 110 volt, and that was
10 hours.
Oh, that
all
was
night.
Forever.
Yeah.
That's forever.
Or you could plug it into, what they do is they sell these charger stations. Basically, they're like your dryer, you know, outlet, 200, whatever that is.
220, I think.
Yeah, and then it reduces that recharge time to about 4 hours.
So that's not bad.
Or you could plug it into like a level 2 charger, which is even more powerful, and then you can get a much quicker, I think they said, or is it level 3? No, sorry, level 3 will get you 80% charge in 30
half an
minutes.
hour.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's also an app for a company called ChargePoint, which will tell you where your nearest charging place is, whether or not it's occupied, or how much time is left on it for the previous car. And that's an app that you can download for free, and then it stores all of your information in there. So it's really easy to find them, to go ahead and recharge your car with a minimal amount of hassle.
So the interior of the e-Golf is like the exterior, very blue. There are blue accents to let you know that you are driving something that is unique. Of course, this is a Golf interior, nice soft touch materials, very basic layout. It's very German, it's very clean, it's very ergonomically correct, but it's also somewhat boring. The really cool part is when you buy this car, all those public charging stations from ChargePoint are free.
Right.
So basically there's no gasoline cost.
Yeah, correct.
So you know, you've got your federal rebate, you've got your state rebate, and then if you're smart enough, you don't even have to recharge it at home, I guess. So you could pretty much drive this thing for free if you live in one of the coastal states.
Right.
Because let's face it, the problem with electric cars is that when you get into places like Chicago, which we talked about, it gets cold.
Right.
And the range drops a lot when these batteries get cold.
Although this is available in Vermont, and Vermont's winters are pretty bad. So, you know, I guess if you're living in a cold weather climate, you do have to prepare for the fact that you're probably not going to get a 100-mile range, and to be cognizant of that and always be watching your range and where you're at, because the last thing you want to do is find yourself stranded. Although what we learned today was that if that happens, Volkswagen will come out and kind of rescue you if you find yourself without a charge somewhere.
Reverse the car and see if it actually makes any sound. And that would be a no. Nothing. It's an interesting strategy because, you know, they also pursue the diesel engine, right? They've owned the diesel small car market in America, so it is kind of brave of them to go beyond that and go after the electric car market. And part of it, I think, is tax credits and you know different non-economic reasons to do this. But take advantage of it, guys. You know, if you love Volkswagen and you love electricity, you're chariot has arrived.
Your chariot has arrived. Your chariot has arrived. I haven't done any bad German accents yet.
Oh, try it. Let's hear German.
This is your chariot. Your electric chariot has arrived here with the Volkswagen 2015 e-Golf. Does that sound okay? Please tell me in the comments how awesome my German accent is, because I know it's real good.
All right, Emmy, so if you love this car and you live in Chicago, you're basically out of luck. Why is that?
Well, because this car is only available in what's called the ZEV states. That's zero emission vehicle states, and there's 8 of them. California and Oregon, and then some states on the East Coast, but minus New Jersey. So if you're in Illinois and you want to buy it, sure, you can go out and do that. But then in Illinois, you're not going to have the same kind of infrastructure or the same kind of dealer support that you might need when you're buying a new car of this kind.
So, yeah, it's kind of here, but for most people in most of the country, not yet. Would I buy this? Yeah, it depends. If I had a short commute, I could get into the HOV lanes, and you know, the Fiat 500 is the sportiest of the bunch. The Tesla is the most expensive, right? And it's got the longest range.
Right.
The Smart e-car is just a little tiny city kind of thing, and the Leaf is getting kind of old and dated, and the range isn't quite there. So yeah, I think if I wanted a German experience in an electric car, this would be Das Chariot.
Das Chariot.
Das Chariot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you. I don't have a crazy long commute at the moment, and even if I had a long commute that was, you know, let's say 75 miles, I would definitely be looking more towards TDI than I would be towards this. But, you know, if your commute's 25 miles in Los Angeles traffic, I mean, ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
And with this, you can get in the HOV lanes, and it's a good solution for those kinds of commuting problems that people have.
So Emmy, on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, what do you give it?
Oh, I would love to give it a rating, but you know I can't do that.
Because we haven't had more time with it.
No, we can't. We really need more time in order to get it.
We won't get that more time because we're in Colorado.
That's right. We cannot get it. But if you are in one of these ZEV states, you can purchase this car for about $35,445 smackaroos, minus,
of course, your state and federal rebates. And as always, this is Emmy.
Hey, and that's Roman.
Saying thanks for watching, and check out TFLcar.com for more news, views, and
reviews. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Ciao. Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, range anxiety, and so the manufacturers are all trying to come up with ways to alleviate that. But the fact is, and I'll give you an example, we have charging stations in my hometown right in front of the rec center. And last time I had an electric car, I pulled up and there were 2 SUVs in front of it, in front of the free charging station, and that wire wasn't long enough to actually recharge the car, which meant that, unlike those guys, I had to wait there for a half hour until they came out and moved their car because I was out of juice and there was no gas station I could drive to. So there are limitations with electric cars, and as convenient as they try to make them, people know that, and it's just
but it's just going to take time. I mean, you know, remember when electric cars first came out and there wasn't a charging station anywhere, and now at least you can find them. So the more, you know, it's like, I have a saying, small catch monkey. You have to have little tiny goals in order to get to your big goal. And that's really where manufacturers are what they're going for. They want to make small little sales goals, and over time we'll have the infrastructure so that it's going to be more practical for those of us that have longer commutes or have need to be in the car for longer than just 100 miles at a time.
All right, small catch monkey. I get the small, but why monkey? Why not like an elephant?
Small catch. Actually, you may not know this, but I was in the Peace Corps, and that was a saying that the Cameroonians had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, small catch monkey.
Oh, cool. Okay, all right. Well, I guess then it makes perfect sense. Good for the Cameroonians.